If you can hear this sound, then what do zombies use to turn in their homework? Decomposition notebooks.
How the hell are you, mortals? It's your old buddy, pal thing, Gregor the Gravedigger. You know by now, Gregor. Obviously, I'm Gregor. Your lean, green, obscene bestower of screams. You're ain't quite right. Just my bite. Uptight fright of late night tripe. You're abstract, always talking the smack. Just a little whack, but never a hack. Mac of the horror playback. Ha ha! Ah, well. But you know, okay, so let me confess something. I'm a little down in the dumps. Because my two worst enemies in the whole world, my ex and my neighbor, have joined forces. And probably joined a lot of other things that we don't think we should really mention and I don't want to think about. But they're very joined in a very gross, disgusting way. We'll wait for that. Anyway, well, Dirty, I don't even see what possibly could they have in common. Other than, like, extreme bitterness, hostility, and animosity towards myself. But I ask you, audience, in the history of the world, when has multiple people ever gathered together out of animosity for another? Actually. Okay, stupid question, all of the time, yeah. Pretty much. But I guess that's life. Actually, excuse me 1 second. Hey, Morden! Yeah, you. Yo mama's so fat. Last month she went into retrograde and my horoscope kept changing. Yeah, I know you're with my ex right now. Why don't you try your mom next? There's only, like a 13-year age difference between you two? Okay, I choked a little, but it still stands. Oh, boy. You know what? Screw it, I'm gonna just throw things. That's not fun. What about this thing? Well, that was stupid. Okay, I got nothing nice to throw. Well, I got some nice things to throw, but I don't wanna, what's the word? Oh yeah, I don't wanna break my stuff. I don't wanna break anything good. So let's see here. Basically, we gotta get through this episode, people. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but there's a reason. There's a reason why this episode exists. And that is very simply, might I put it, very simply to prove that AI is stupid. And no sophistication of AI could ever replicate the level of nonsense that I am spewing throughout this entire episode. So you can think of this episode as a protest. Yes, a protest, sticking it to the machine. But in this case, the machine's like a literal little machine, like AI. I'm sticking it to AI. I want to make an episode so nonsensical, so out of touch with everything, which, you know, is just like my usual base level charisma, you know, out of touch with everything, that AI could not possibly replicate it. Replicate. I think it's replicate. Something like that. You know, there's a word for what I'm trying to do here. But, you know, because it's a very special, auspicious episode. Because we have very minimal scripting in this episode. So, you know, you're going to get that certain flavor of, you know, that certain thing of the cosmos, of the planets and the celestial alignment. And it will transmogrify myself into an entertaining being, hopefully. Or at least long enough to get through this intro. Then, you know, we get the story going. Then we got something else coming up over there. You know, there's a lot of things. It's like a clock. There's lots of gears and wheels that make this show happen. Yes, sirree. It's always full of the surprises. The surprises, folks. The surprises. And you know what else is new? That's the thing about the world. That's the spinning and the somethings and the whatchamajiggies and the who's in my what's it and, you know, yeah. Exactly. So that takes us to tonight's terrifying, twisted tale of terror. This terrifying, twisted tale of terrifyingly tentative. I think I've already said this before. You know what? Okay, screw it. Yeah, look, I know if I say the things I say before, then AI could probably replicate that. Probably so. But anyway, hang on. Alright. You want to fight AI? Let's see you replicate this. Well, that just went everywhere. Speaking of something that goes everywhere, tonight's episode, it has so many moving parts. Like that timekeeper thing that I analogized before. Yeah. Like that timekeeper thing. I did analogize that. Wait a second. My battery's dying on my record and my jack. Oh, it only has 1%. Okay. So yeah, there's a show and it's gonna come and it's a thing and it's... Wow! It's amazing. Watch this. Bye!
The Mummers in the Little Theater of the Air.
Now the Hermit is ready to help you spend an entertaining half hour.
Ghost stories, weird stories, and murders too. The Hermit knows of them all. Turn out your lights. Turn them out. Have you heard the story of Vampire's Desire? Then listen while the Hermit tells you the story.
Forbidding-looking place, Mr. Winton.
It is at that. We can't go any farther in this downpour.
We shall most likely have to stay in this doorway, then. The house looks untenanted.
Does it that? However, there may be someone in.
There's no one living in this tomb of a place, Mr. Winton.
I think you're right, John. I wonder where we are.
I haven't had the slightest idea where we are since the beginning of the storm when we lost our way.
I think you're right about the place being untenanted. Try the door. Maybe we can break in. Anything to get out of this storm. Try the door.
Yes, sir. Oh, it's opening.
Good.
Well,
Good evening. We've lost our way, been caught in this storm. We're drenched to the skin.
more fools you for being out on a night like this.
Very agreeable sort.
May we come in and get dried out?
You're not welcome.
Well, surely you're not going to turn us away on a night like this.
I don't care what kind of a night it is. You're not welcome.
Well, all right. May we come in, whether we're welcome or not?
No. Good night.
She's slamming the door in your face.
Kindly soul.
When the old woman tried to slam the door, I stuck my foot in the way, and she hasn't tried to close it anymore.
Well, good. Let's take a chance on going in, then, whether we're welcome or not.
All right, sir. Now, which way, Mr. Winton?
Who can tell in this pitch darkness? Listen.
The old woman.
Yes.
Mr. Winton, we're in the house of a mad woman.
It isn't a very pleasant sound, is it?
Doesn't seem to be a light in the whole place. What shall we do?
We'll go to the right. Feel along the wall for a light switch or a door.
All right.
Come along, then. Follow me. Ah, here's a door. Come along, John. Stay close by me.
Yes, sir. Oh, good Lord, sir. Is she going to keep that up all night?
Well, if she is, I wish she'd tell what the joke is so we can laugh with her. Find the light switch?
No, there doesn't seem to be one.
All right, then. We'll continue in the dark. You go to the left, I'll go to the right. Maybe we can find something to sit on.
Yes, sir. Ah, what's this? I found something.
What is it?
Well, it might be a bookcase built into the wall.
All right, there may be at least something in it that we can sit on. Even books would be better than the cold floor.
Yes, sir. Although I can't feel anything yet.
Keep talking, John, so I can find my way over to you.
Yes, sir. Why don't you strike a match?
Fine chance either of us have of doing that. They'll be soaking wet. Where are you?
Right here, sir. You're almost up to me.
Oh. Now, where's the bookcase?
Right here. Let me have your hand.
Ah, yes. Now, let's feel all through it. Maybe something of use in it. You never can tell. What was that?
Sounds like someone at the door.
What are you doing?
Trying to light a match.
Any luck?
No, sir. Just like you said, they're sopping wet.
Quiet now. Let's listen. Huh. I must have been imagining things.
I've been imagining things ever since we first heard that old woman laugh like that. It fairly makes my hair stand on end. There it is again, sir. A rustling near the door.
Who is that? Who's there?
Stay away from that bookcase. Stay away.
Who is it? Who are you?
Stay away from that bookcase.
We wouldn't be near the blessed bookcase if he'd be gracious enough to conduct us to a room with some furniture in it so that we might rest and get dry.
Stay away from the bookcase.
He's leaving, sir.
Well, this is a fine how do you do, isn't it?
Oh, I've had about enough, sir. I'd sooner we were on our way.
Oh, nonsense. However, we'll leave the bookcase alone if that's what we're asked to do.
He's still hereabouts?
Yes, I heard him. Say, you playing some game with us? If so, we're not in the mood for it.
No answer.
No.
Oh, there she is again.
Yes. That's enough. That's enough.
What are you going to do, sir?
This is some fool game they're playing with us. I'm going to find out about it and put a stop to it. There's a man and woman living in this house. There must be some furniture in at least one of the rooms.
Some heat, sir. I'm chilled to the bone.
Yes, some heat. If there isn't, then there's something going on here that we should investigate and put a stop to. Come along, John.
All right, sir, if you say so. Where to first?
We'll start right where we are. Search the whole house. From this floor up to the roof. Isn't that...
Look, Mr. Winton. Look.
Where?
Down to the end of this hall. There's the old man who was talking to us in the room downstairs, telling us to keep away from the bookcase.
I think you're right. Carrying a shaded lantern.
Yes, sir.
John, we'll follow him.
Yes.
He'll lead us somewhere. We can't wander in this house all night in the dark.
At any rate, he has a light.
I don't think he's noticed us.
We'll have to get close to him before he turns that corner down at the end of the hall.
Yes.
He's almost at the corner. There, he turned.
Hurry. He might duck into some room close by and we'll lose him. Easy now, while I peek around the corner.
You see him, sir?
Yes. Going into the first room on the left.
Quiet. The air is stale and musty here.
Yes, but never mind about that just now.
That makes me gasp for breath.
Here's the room he went into. Quiet now while I have a look.
Is he in there, sir?
Strange. I'm sure he went in there.
He might be hiding behind the door waiting to pounce on us.
Old man like that couldn't do much pouncing.
He might be armed.
Always take that chance. The air is stale and musty here, isn't it?
I can hardly get my breath.
The foul, fetid air coming from that room the old man went into. Well, if he can stand it, we can.
All right, sir. But be careful.
Yeah. He's not in here. If he is, he's turned out the lantern. Hello. Hello.
There's no one in here.
Huh? The door, John. The door just slammed shut.
Oh, there's no door here. I ran right into a blank wall.
Where the door was?
Right here, yes.
John, we're trapped. There's some devilment underfoot in this house. We're right in the middle of it.
In a room with no way out. And no air. No air.
Now, don't start whimpering. We're in it, and we'll have to see what we can do to get out.
But what could they want of us?
How should I know?
What shall we do? Just sit and wait?
No, we'll start looking for a way out of this room right now. If we only had a light. Maybe we can find some other way out of this room.
We can try.
You go to your right, I'll go to the left. We follow the wall around till we meet.
All right.
And tap the wall as you go along. Listen for hollow spots.
No. Oh,
Now what?
I stumbled over something on the floor, sir.
Well, what is it?
I don't know. I shall have to feel. Oh,
What is it, John?
a body, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir. It's the body of a man.
Where is it?
No, don't touch it, sir. Don't touch it.
Why not?
I did. And a part of it crumbled to bits.
Good heaven.
Yes, sir. It crumbled under my touch.
Where is it?
Right at my feet. I'm afraid to move another step.
We'll see what this is.
Yes.
You're right. I just touched it, and part of the clothing crumbled away. And, John, I felt bones.
Oh, sir. That's what's going to happen to us if we don't get out of this place. I just know it is.
Oh, that fellow must have been dead for years. The clothing just crumbled away in my fingers.
Yes.
John, we must get out of this place as quickly as possible. We're in great danger, I'm sure of it. In danger of our lives. We've got to find a way out of this room before we suffocate.
Why don't we try to find the place where the door was, sir?
Yes. Back to the door, John. We haven't time to look for any other exit. We'll have to find out how to open the door we came in.
It's over this way, sir. Right along this wall. Who's there? There's the hideous cackle of the old woman again.
Never mind about that cackle. We've only a few minutes to find a way out of here. When that door closed, it hermetically sealed this room. If we don't get out, we'll suffocate.
What shall I do, sir?
Feel along the floor while I search along the walls here. Feel for any loose boards or any part of the floor that might move.
Yes, sir.
Have you found anything yet?
No, sir.
Keep working. For heaven's sake, keep working.
I can't do any more, sir. I'm through.
Keep searching, John. Keep searching. There must be a secret spring somewhere in here that'll open this door. Did you find anything yet, John? John, answer me. John. He's done for. Don't let go, man. Keep on. Hang on. We're not done for yet.
Mr. Winton and his man John, trapped in a house of mystery, suffocating in a hermetically sealed room. Where is the old man with the lantern? Eh? The hermit will tell you before the night is done.
A little less than an hour ago, I wanna be cremated. No flesh to decay, no bones to show. Oh, I wanna be cremated. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Oh, crap. Oh, wow. You're here? Sorry about that, folks. That was my neighbor Morden. That you might have thought that was Gregor. No, not Gregor. That was Morden. Anyway, yeah. So it's for you're just turning in. You're turning in, not like turning. What did I say? Wait, is turning in like turning into the grave? No, like turning, not turning. Tuning in. For you're just tuning in. I am Gregor. Gregor the Gravedigger. Yep, that's me. Give me a second. Yes, fairly indeed. Quite right. Wait, yep, there we go. Has to have a little bit more of a shake to it. A shake, you know. So I'm just here, chillin' in the ghoul shed. The ghoul shed is a magical place, folks. Let me tell you, I tell you something. It's a magical place. It's full of books and learning about the things that make you, that give you the, what's that? The smarts. We give you the smarts on this show. Because, you know, we're educational. I mean, I guess it's possibilical. It's possibilical we're educational. But, you know, that's just how Gregor rolls. Gregor is a learned individual, a scholar of the sensational and shocking. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I didn't really script this. I don't know quite what to say. And you know, sometimes life's like that. Sometimes we don't know what to say in life. But you know, we figure it out. Like at the moment when it comes, bam. Bam, that's when comes the thing. When you do the stuff. And that's when your life gets on to where it be going. From where it was. Onward and upward and forward and backwards. Like that glass elevator from that one movie or book. I think it was a movie book. Or a book movie. Maybe it was a booby. Yeah, that's it. It's a booby. A book movie, a booby. Yeah, that's a good word for it. Wonder why nobody's thought of that before. I don't know. That's just how... You know, Greg is pretty slick when it comes to the thinking. Yeah, the thinkings. And, you know, it's just how it goes and how I roll and, you know, my street cred and all that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Well, here's something new, and you probably never knew this about old Gregor. Gregor, he's dead. Yeah. I'm joking. I probably said that about 100 quadrillion times by now. I'm very dead. And, you know, I'm living the dead life. I'm living my best dead life up in here. Yo. Word to your maternal personages that, you know, oversee your living in the early stages of your development. Yeah, word to them, word. Man, I got a lot of scabs today. Sometimes I'm kind of scabby. It just happens. That's what happens when you're dead. You get the scabs. But it happens when you're alive, too. And, that's the stuff. That's the stuff. 'Cause life is a lot like a scab when you think about it. See, first it's good. Then it gets injured. And it gets not so good. But, eventually it scabs over. I mean, sometimes it doesn't heal completely. But that's life. Sometimes we don't heal completely. But we scab over, we move on. We press on and persevere. Yeah, we do. We're a lot like scabs in that regard. Or, I wonder why more horror hosts don't make scab-based analogies. But, we're educational, like I said. Like, we can learn lots of things on the show. Like the dinosaurs. The dinosaurs, they were old and they died. Because they were lizards and lizards are dumb. Or they were birds. Or bird lizards. I don't know, but, that's how, Gregor's, yeah. I'm like so out of it right now. I'm not even cognizant of where I am. I think I'm in the goal shed, but, I could be at an airport bathroom. You ever been in a bathroom at a restroom somewhere, somebody's talking all weird and saying random stuff? Yeah, that's probably me. It's probably Gregor. That's where you'll find him, on the crapper, on the john. The porcelain throne, as it was. Just chatting away. Sorry. The bathroom stores are actually a good source of reliable information. Reliable! I was in, a military installation once, and on the bathroom stall, it was written there. Set up straight, soldier. You're giving birth to an officer. That was funny. Except if you're an officer, but I'm not, obviously. Gregor's, he's a guy, and he does the things, and he talks the stuff. He talks the stuff, he walks the walk, 'Cause I'm smooth. I'm real smooth. I'm real polished. I'm real smooth and polished. Like busted up concrete, I got the moxie is what it is. I got the moxie about me. Gregor's got the moxie. And, it gets him through life. And, without the moxie in life, what is there? Because then you're just a moxie-less thing. Without the moxie. I think I said moxie enough, but I'll say it a couple more times. Moxie. I think that's a code word for some kind of drug. I don't know. Look, stay off of drugs, kids. Crack is whack, and cracker is whacker. So stay off the crackers. The saltines. The saltines is mean. You gotta keep it clean. Stay off the saltines. Something like that. I don't know. Wait, where am I again? Oh, yeah, I'm home. Oh, I'm sleepy. I'm a little tired. Somebody shut those crickets up. Jeez. Crickets, they think they're so cool. They can chirp. I can chirp, see? See, I can chirp better than you can, crickets. And don't just think I'm a lonely guy just because I talk in the crickets. Because that would be a mess in corporation of Gregor. You'll be misperturbating me. I don't want you to misperturbate. Yeah, the misperturbations and the things. I think that was enough. Oh, wait. What time is it? I gotta get a spittoon instead of just hawking it out onto the floor. Do I gotta get back to work or something? What day is it? Wait, hang on. It's a Monday. Nah, I'm good. I think I have a can of cream of mushroom soup to get me through the day. That'll be dinner time for Gregor. Dinner time for Gregor. I really probably should get back. Okay, so get back to the show. And be amazed and thrilled that you're live. And living is good. But better is better. Unless you're living. Stay chill, yo.
Winton and his man John are trapped in a hermetically sealed room in a house of mystery. Yes, John has lapsed into unconsciousness. But just as Winton is about to drop off, something happens. Listen.
John, we've made it. I've found the hidden spring just in time. Now, get you out of here. There. You'll be all right in no time.
Oh, it's you, sir.
Yes. Now, come on. Pull yourself together.
Where are we?
I don't know. But at least we're out of that death trap.
How did we do it, sir?
Just before I went under, I happened on that hidden spring that works the door.
What about the old man with the lantern? And the cackling old woman? And the crumbling body of the man?
We're going to see about those things immediately. I'm going to get to the bottom of this thing. Come on.
And get suffocated all over again?
I don't think we will. Besides, I know where the release for the door is now. Come along. Be careful. Take an extra long step when you enter the room. I think we tripped some kind of mechanism when we first entered.
Yes, sir.
Old man with a lantern went into this room and disappeared.
Where can he have got to? If he stayed in the room, he must have suffocated.
He didn't stay in the room. I'm positive of that. Keep your ears open. And listen for any hollow sounds.
There's one, sir.
Yes, I heard it. Listen. Don't you hear someone talking?
No, sir.
Put your ear to the wall and listen.
I can't do it anymore. I tell you, I can't.
You hear it now?
Yes, sir. Two people talking.
Yes. I knew that old man couldn't have vanished into thin air. There's another door hidden here somewhere, and we're going to find it. Feel for anything movable around the wainscoting. I'll work up the sides here.
Can you hear what they're saying?
No, they're too far away to catch any of the words. However, from his tone, I'd say he was threatening her. Ah.
You found it, sir?
Yes, this little bud on the decoration here.
Look, sir. A flight of stairs.
Yes, and leading down. Come on.
Oh, haven't we had enough for one night, sir, without sticking our noses in any further?
We've gone this far and had an attempt made on our lives. We're going to clear up this business before we leave.
No telling what might be down there, sir.
That's what I'm going to find out. Well, you coming with me, or shall I go alone?
Oh, no, sir, I'm coming.
You can hear them talking a little more clearly now.
You'll do it, I tell you. You understand that?
We're close enough to make out their conversation.
Now there are two more up there with Gregory.
Yes.
The man we saw with a lantern is talking about us, John.
Yes, sir.
He thinks we're dead upstairs with that body we found.
If you do not continue to obey me, that's what will happen to you.
Oh, no. No.
Cringe. Cringe. That's what I want you to do.
Come on, John. We'll see what we can do about this.
When I'm gone, you think all the money will be yours.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, yes, you do. Yes, you do.
There's a turn in the passage just ahead. I can see a light shining. Quietly now. We'll be able to see into the room in a moment or so.
Tomorrow, you will bring me another young animal to feed upon.
Yes, Brother Garnet.
It's her brother that's talking.
Yes. Easy now while I look around the corner. What in heaven's name?
What do you see, sir?
Come here.
Great heavens. A coffin.
Yes, a coffin.
With a huge lighted candle
And-
at each corner.
And look in the coffin.
A man.
The one we heard talking.
When you get back to your cottage each morning, you wonder where you've been the night before, don't you? Huh?
Here you are, John.
But his lips don't move.
No, but that's where the voice is coming from.
You don't know that I have you under my power?
What shall we do, sir?
We'll dash in there and let matters take their course. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Come on, then.
Lydia, the candles, quick, out with them!
Stop! John, quickly, that cover over there! Slam it on the coffin!
The lady. Look at her. Look at the change that's coming over.
Where am I? A coffin. You too. Where am I?
You should know better than us.
But I don't.
Are you sure?
Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, please believe me. Why, I begin to understand now.
I think I do, too.
It's been this all the time. While I thought it was just a terrible nightmare.
Would you like to make yourself clear?
The coffin. Tell me. Who's in it? Who's in the coffin?
You mean to say that you don't know?
Oh, no, I swear I don't.
Well, you called him brother just a few moments ago.
Brother?
Your own brother Garnet is in that coffin.
No. No, how can that be? We buried my brother Garnet over 8 years ago.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
You are...
I'm Lydia Crampton.
Miss Crampton. I would advise you to start at the beginning so that we might unravel this maze.
Oh, I'll try. But not here, please.
Yes, here. If my deductions are correct, it would be better for everyone concerned to get the truth right here and now.
All right. There's very little I can tell you that I know definitely. Brother Garnet died about 8 years ago. I hate to say it, but he was horrible. He was a devil. As soon as Father died and he came into the money, he started making my life miserable.
Why?
I never could find out why. Then Garnet died and was buried. And with him was buried the secret of Father's will. I know that the estate was supposed to pass on to me after Garnet's death, but I can't find any sign of the will.
What have you done?
I have a small income from my mother. I've been living in a little cottage not far from here. And now comes the part that's like a terrible dream. But I'm beginning to see it now. I'm positive that I'm right when I say that Garnet somehow was able to exercise his will upon me after death.
What makes you say that?
What I've been thinking were horrible nightmares, I now see were actual occurrences. He made me come here every night to wait upon him, He told me that Gregory, his butler, had placed him here in this coffin and had buried a dummy in his place. Then he killed Gregory.
The body in the room upstairs?
Yes. When he had me under his spell, I used to pass through that room and laugh at the remains of Gregory, call him lazy for always sleeping on the floor. To think that I would do a thing like that.
Go ahead, Miss Crampton.
He made me bring him a young animal every day or two.
What was that for?
He fed upon them.
Ah, I thought so. He feeds upon the blood of animals.
Yes. He sucked the blood from them. And when he had fed, he had the strength to get out of his coffin for a while.
This is horrible. Stop her.
Oh, quiet, John. Then that's how we saw him in the hall upstairs. Go ahead, Miss Crampton.
That is about all. He used to taunt me by the hour, telling me I'd never come into my inheritance.
I see. When we slammed the lid on the coffin, we broke his spell over you.
Yes, you must have done.
Tell me, Miss Crampton, where in this room are we in connection with the rest of the house?
I don't know. It must be on the ground floor, I suppose.
That's what I was thinking. I have an idea.
What is it, sir?
Hear that?
Another hollow spot.
Exactly. Now, watch this point right here.
Yes, sir?
We'll press it and...
It's opening.
Why, it's the bookcase in the front room.
Look at this in the back of the bookcase. A small secret compartment.
Keep away from the bookcase.
The dead body is talking. Talking even with the coffin lid on.
All right, John, we're ready to put a stop to his talking. Here, Miss Crampton, a package from the compartment in the back of the bookcase. I think you'll find it's your father's will.
Father's will?
Yes. Now, John, take those candles out of the candlesticks. Hand the candles to Miss Crampton. Now, hand me one candlestick and use the other as the hammer.
What are we going to do, sir?
We're going to put an end to Gardener Crampton.
But how, sir? What are we going to do with the candlestick?
I'll show you. I'll use the ornamental pointed end of this candlestick as a spear. You use your candlestick as a hammer. We'll drive this one through the heart of that monster in the coffin.
No.
But that would be murder.
It will not. He only lives during the night. Go on, strike. We'll release his soul so that he'll never trouble anyone on earth again. Faster, John.
I'm working as fast as I can, sir.
When Miss Crampton told me of his feeding on young animals...
Sucking the blood?
Yes, I knew then that we had a vampire to deal with.
What are you doing? For heaven's sakes, what are you doing?
We're ridding the face of the earth of a vampire. It's done. We've driven the point of this candlestick through the coffin and through the heart of Garnet Crampton, who's long been dead, but whose soul has been held in bondage by the result of his evil practices in life.
With a heavy candlestick used as a spear, Winton and his man John put an end to the vampire's desire. Yes. Released his soul so it could never again return to the earth. Turn on your lights. Turn them on. I'll be back. Pleasant dreams.
All characters, places, and occurrences mentioned in the Hermit's Cave are fictitious, and similarity to persons, places, or occurrences is purely accidental.
You know what, folks? You hear that sound? I want you, just savor this. Hear that sound? You know what that sound is? It's a whole lot of nothing. Nothing, folks. Ain't it beautiful? Ain't that pristine? Ain't that gutless? I think you can use that as an adjective. Well, what I know. Look, all I'm saying is, sometimes it's nice just to unplug, unwire. And I don't mean like unwire like directly out of the socket if you're into that kind of thing. Sometimes, Gregor needs a little juice. A little, good old, AC/DC to get him through his day. I say, and I do say, yep, Gregor could use that, little electricidad. I think that's, electricidad. I think that's correct. I think it's Japanese. I don't know. Gregor speaks, and that is muffled, gargled, what used to be English, but the English, but it's basically, I speak irreprehensible nonsense. That's right. Irreprehensible nonsense. It's a language. It's a language of love, and of puppies, and of schoolyard lizards, and toads with one eye on the center of their foreheads. That's the same language that I speak, that all of them speak, and it's a fine language, Indeed, it is a fine language, if I say so, and I do, and something, that thing I usually say, I said it 5 seconds ago, I don't know, it's late. It's late at night, and that's the thing. You ever hear horror hosts, and it's like 2 a.m., but their speech is like all coherent? Likely. I think not. When was the last time your speech was coherent at 2 a.m.? Yeah, where's my thing? Yep, no. Anybody who has ever said something at 2 a.m. or sent a really long and embarrassing email that'll follow them for the rest of their life. Now said nothing said at 2 a.m. makes a bit of sense. No, sure doesn't. So that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna shoot for. We're gonna try to make sense at 2 a.m. without making any sense at all. Which I think makes sense, or it doesn't make sense, which either proves or disproves the point I was trying to make there. Yowie kabowie. Which is a thing I say. Started saying it like a second ago when I said the thing that I said. Yep, that's it. So let's have a real in-depth discussion about the metaphysicals of the law and ornaments of the soul. Because Gregor is a soulful individual. I think I have a soul anyway. It sits there. It's not like a productive soul. No. Some people have really productive. No, Gregor's soul is like a chill soul. Hey, what's up, souls? It's a chill soul. That's what a chill soul is. What's a chill soul? Oh, a chisel. Yeah, those are the things that you make the little names in the tombstones with. A chisel. A chisel, yeah. That's what we were talking about. Yeah. A chisel. Gregor has a chisel in his soul. And that's the thing. And, wait a second. Bottoms up. Yeah. So, yeah, like I was saying, Gregor has a chainsaw in his soul. I think it was a chainsaw in the sole of his feet. Which seems very impractical, like, but if you had like a saw on the sole of your feet, how are you supposed to walk? It'd be very painful. But that's like that Hans Christian Andersen thing, the ghetto gourmet. The ghetto gourmet. It's like a Gresbian. I think that's what you call it. What? I don't know what a Gresbian. How about like vampire Gresbians from planet Lock? Yeah, that was a late night movie I saw the other day. Vampire Gresbians from planet Lock. I think that's the thing I just said. But anyway, it was an interesting movie. I saw it. And it was a thing. It was a thing I could see, but I couldn't unsee it. You ever have that thing where you see something, but you can't unsee it? Like my neighbor Morden's mother out in the backyard, naked as a jaybird. Never gonna unsee that. Incidentally, I actually had my eyes removed and replaced after that one, yeah. That seemed very practical. I mean, it wasn't the most practical thing to do, but it was necessary. Some things aren't necessary, but they're practical, and sometimes things are practical, but not necessary. Like, is it necessary every time I pass by the artisan bread section in the grocery store, I just let out this really silent but very noxious gas. Just so much gas from the bowels of Gregor. And I mean, it serves a practical purpose, because, I'm a working class guy. I gotta get back at those rich snobs. So, I pass a little gas going by the fancy bread section in the store. That's how I do it. Yeah, you gotta stick it to the man. But not with a literal stick, because that's like assault. And that's not cool, kids. We can't do assaults with sticks. You need something heavier. But you shouldn't do it, so, maybe don't think heavier. What was I doing? Where am I? I hear birds. Birds are stupid. They got wings. And they fly, but... this one time, I almost killed 2 birds with my car while making love in midair. But I don't know if that was me or the birds making the love. I assume it was the birds. But it's a very confused statement. Oh, there's something on top of the roof. Oh, God! Oh, God! It's gonna kill us! I think it's a cat. I don't trust cats. They're all snooty. Snooty cats. Give me a second! Oh, I stained my pants a little bit. Now, what came out of my mouth, which just, a boil popped. I got a few of those boil things, Sometimes you get them, but what I find, if you get like an open wound, just rub a little dirt in it. Because it'll help make the blood stick and seal the wound faster. Or not! Maybe you shouldn't. Maybe that's only a tip you should do if you're dead. Yeah, definitely. I'll try that if you're alive. No. Oh boy, and wait a second. Give me a second. I need to see how long I was talking for. Oh, that That light's so bright. So bright. Okay, I think we're going to go back to the show. There's like a light. It's burning. It's burning Gregor. So, sayonara, peace and tots, and glippity, gloppity, glurp.
The Mummers in the Little Theater of the Air.
Ghost stories. Weird stories. And murders, too. The hermit knows of them all. Turn out your lights. Turn them out. Ah. Have you heard the story? Buried alive, eh? Then listen while the hermit tells you the story.
Let me out of this room. Help! Can't you hear me calling? Where are you? Let me out of this room, I say. Do you want to drive me mad? Why have you locked me in here? Bruce, where are you? Come here, let me out of this room. Lenore. Lenore. Oh, I've got to find her, and you won't let me out of this room. Help! Oh, it's no use. No use. I can't get out. No use. Locked in. Windows are locked. I can't get them open. No use. If I could get them open, it's too far to jump. Why am I locked in? Lenore. Lenore. I hear you calling me, Lenore. I hear you calling. I hear you. But they won't let me out of this room. I'm locked in. Help! Someone let me out of this room. Let me out. Lenore is calling me. She needs me. Bruce, where are you? Let me out of here. I've got to help Lenore. Let me out of here. I'll break the door down. Let me out. Someone come and let me out. I've got to help Lenore. Help. Someone help me. Help. I'll close this door so that his calling won't disturb us. There, that's better.
Is that your brother we hear calling?
Yes, Miss Dawson.
Oh.
You don't need to be frightened. If he sounds insane, it's because of the great calamity, the great shock that he's just had.
I understand, Mr. Judson.
I hope that you do, Miss Dawson, for upon your understanding of the case will his recovery largely rest.
Yes, sir.
You've brought your credentials with you.
Yes, sir.
May I see them?
They're right here in my purse. Just a minute, I'll find them. Yes, here, Mr. Judson.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Mrs. Wright. Miss Marion Dawson, registered nurse. And a letter of recommendation from Dr. Simmons.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I think you'll do very nicely. You look very capable and professional.
Thank you, sir.
Did Dr. Simmons explain anything about the case to you?
Well, not very much, Mr. Judson. He only said that your brother was suffering from shock and that
That's all right. I'll explain the case to you.
Yes, sir.
Before I take you up to his room... Oh, I'm sorry. I haven't been very thoughtful. Won't you remove your hat and coat?
Thank you.
Here, let me help you. Ah. Well, you look even more professional. There's something about a white uniform that does give a person prestige.
I came dressed to go on duty immediately. Dr. Simmons said that you'd want me to.
You did quite right. Now, sit down, won't you?
Thank you.
Now, Miss Dawson, it's my only blood relation living.
that you heard calling for help from upstairs. My brother, whose life I value more than mine.
Yes, sir.
Last night, we buried his wife.
Oh,
He'd only been married to her a month.
how tragic.
Well, death is not always tragedy, but this death happened to be. For Lenore was not only young, but beautiful. My brother and I were traveling when we met her 6 weeks ago.
Oh?
A young girl, without family, but a charming girl nevertheless. Arnold fell desperately in love with her. In 2 weeks they were married. We returned to our country estate here. A week later, she was taken ill. Last night we buried her.
It's awful, isn't it? Well, no wonder your poor brother's mind is deranged.
You have not heard all the tragedy yet. She suffered from a strange malady. Because of it, my brother was not allowed to see her from the hour she was taken ill.
I see.
I could not have my brother's life endangered.
Naturally not.
We allowed no one to see her. Dr. Simmons attended her. When she died, we buried her without ceremony and immediately. I didn't allow even the servants to come in contact with some strange disease which might sweep us all to death.
But you?
Yes, I cared for her. The hours of my life may be counted right now, as well as those of Dr. Simmons. But that doesn't matter. It's my brother Arnold with whom I'm concerned. That's why I've called you in to care for him.
Yes, sir.
And this is the point that you must understand. My brother Arnold doesn't realize that Lenore is dead and buried.
That's not unusual, sir. Many people are like that about death. They won't accept it or believe it.
I've had to lock him in his room, bolt down the windows, to keep him from rushing out to find her.
Perhaps if he'd seen her dead, sir,
You forget, she died of some strange malady. That was impossible.
Yes, of course.
The worst part of it is that he keeps thinking he hears her calling to him. Claims that he hears her voice.
Oh.
That's why he wants to get out of his room and go to her. That's why you'll have to watch over him, carefully. Don't allow him out of your sight. Humor him, but guard him carefully. Remember, my brother's life and sanity may depend upon the good care you give him.
I'll do my best, Mr. Judson.
I'm sure you will. You realize that I love my brother. You'll be well paid for your services on this assignment, Miss Dawson. All I ask is that you carry out my orders explicitly. Don't let him out of his room or out of your sight. Now I'll take you up to him. If you'll just come along this way.
Open the door. Open the door, Bruce. Open this door.
It will be your duty to get him to quiet down. Keep him from pounding on this door.
Yes, sir.
I presume that Dr. Simmons suggested that you give him sedatives.
I'll get him quiet, sir.
Open the door. If you don't open it this minute, I'll smash the windows. I'll jump to the ground. Let me out.
I'll unlock the door now. I'm going to unlock the door now, Arnold. Get away from the door.
Let me out. I've got to go to the door.
Now, step back, Arnold.
Bruce, where is she? She's been calling to me. Why did you lock that door? Let me go to her.
Go lie down on your bed, Arnold.
No, never. Don't you understand? Lenore has been calling for me. She needs me.
Come now, lie down.
Won't you lie down and rest, sir?
Who is she?
Well, this is Miss Dawson, Arnold. She's come to care for you till you're well again.
I'm not ill. It isn't I, it's Lenore. And you won't let me go to her. Bruce, why are you doing this? Unlock the door and let me go to her.
There, now, it's all right. Everything's all right. Miss Dawson will care for you. You'll get a good rest. And when you wake up, you'll feel a lot better.
Your brother's right.
I'll leave you now. It's 8 o'clock. I'll have your dinner served in here immediately. If you need me for anything, I'll be down in the library till near 11 o'clock. Then I'll retire.
Yes, sir.
My room is the fourth one down on the right. Call for me if you need me during the night.
I will, Mr. Judson.
Wait a minute. Don't go, Bruce. Tell me what Lenore is. What is it that's wrong? Why can't I see her? Why have you locked me in here?
I've tried to tell you, Arnold. You won't believe me. Perhaps Miss Dawson can explain after I leave. Ring this buzzer if you need to get out of the room. You understand, Miss Dawson? Get away. Get away from the door, Arnold. What? He's locking the door again. He's locking us in.
He knows what's best. Now come lie on your bed.
No.
I'm going to give you something so that you can rest.
What's wrong with Lenore?
Lie down on your bed and I'll tell you.
She's ill, and they won't let me see her.
Here. I want you to take some of these tablets.
I won't take any medicine.
I'll get a glass of water.
I tell you, I won't take anything that will make me sleep. Lenore is calling to me. She needs me.
Now take these, please. They won't make you sleep. They'll just calm your nerves. Take them and I'll tell you about Lenore.
Have you seen her? What is it that's wrong?
Take these tablets first.
All right.
There. That's it.
Are you here in the house to take care of her? What's wrong?
Lie down now. There, that's better.
You promised to tell me.
Close your eyes. I'm going to turn off the light so that you can rest.
Answer me.
Don't you understand? Your wife was very ill. She suffered from a disease that was contagious. Your brother couldn't let you see her. But now she's out of her pain. You see...
No, she's not dead. I know she's not dead.
It's hard to believe, I know.
She's not dead, I know that. What? Listen. You hear that? You hear that?
No, Sarah. I hear nothing.
You must hear it. It's Lenore. She's calling to me. All day she's called to me. All last night, all the hours of the night she's called to me. She's calling now. Can't you hear her? She's still in this house. She's not dead. She's in this house and she's calling to me. Calling to me.
You're all right. I'm right here beside your bed.
What's happened?
You've been asleep.
Sleep? How long?
It's nearly midnight. You've been sleeping since I first came into the room.
You gave me medicine. You forced me to sleep.
You needed the rest.
Where's my brother?
He's retired, sir. The whole house is quiet. If you'd like me to get you something to eat,
No,
I'll...
but I've got to get out of here. What's that? Listen. What was that?
It sounded like someone at the door.
It is. Open the door. It may be Lenore. I don't hear her calling, but it may be her.
It can't be her. But I'll see who it is. Who's there?
Unlock the door.
I have to ring for your brother if I want the door unlocked. I have no key. Who's there?
Who's outside the door? Is it you, Lenore? Why don't you answer?
I guess we must have been mistaken. There's no one outside the door.
Someone knocked at the door.
I think we must have been mistaken.
Listen. There is someone outside. What? They're tapping on the door again.
It does sound like it. But when I called, there was no one there.
Look.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Doesn't it seem to you as if the door was slowly opening?
Yes, it is.
It's like it was opening all by itself.
But the door is locked.
Well, that may be, but that door is opening all by itself.
How can it be?
Oh. Look. Standing in the doorway. It's Lenore.
Oh, great heavens.
Lenore, you're not dead. You're here. They told me you were dead. Lenore. She's leaving again. Where are you going? Wait. She's vanished.
Oh.
She just vanished, but now look. She's standing at the head of the stairs. She's waving for me to follow her. Lenore, I'm coming. I see you.
Stop! Oh, Mr. Judson, help! Come here quickly! He's gotten out of the room! Oh, Mr. Judson, please come quickly! Oh,
Well, what is it?
Oh, Mr. Judson, he's gone down the stairs.
What?
Are you sure, sir, that Lenore is dead?
Of course I'm sure. What are you talking about?
I don't know, sir, but a woman dressed all in white just stood in the doorway of your brother's room. She moved down the hall, and now he's gone to follow her. He said it was Lenore.
Hurry. Hurry, stop him. Don't let him get away. It can't be Lenore. She's dead. Dead. Hurry, we've got to get Arnold back to his room.
If Lenore is dead, how can she appear in the doorway of the room? Eh? The hermit will tell you before the night is done.
Oh, boy. Gotta run some errands. Make some room for my feet to get onto, the actual gas pedal. Wait, let me bring this. Yeah, that's a good place for it. All right. Road trip. Gotta return something. Back to the dollar store. Here we go. All right. Got some AC. But if I use my AC, then how are y'all gonna hear me? I guess I'll just have to drive in the burning sun. Ow! This hurts. Man, it's hot. Who can possibly live in the daytime? Gregor doesn't understand it. Gregor just doesn't. Ow! The steering wheel's so hot! Ah, boy. Well, anyway, you know me. I'm Gregor. Gregor the Gravedigger. You're a gruesome goblin of gobbledygook. You're sensational, slippery sayer of silly stuff that's scary, yes. And you're, oh no, it's just too hot. I gotta turn the AC on. Okay, I'll hold it. I can hold the mic and drive at the same time. That's a thing I can do. Because I'm Gregor. I'm multi-talented. Yes, multi-talented. I could drive blindfolded. Actually, you know what? Hang on a second. Let me see. Hang on. I think I got a blindfold here. Alright, there, I'm blindfolded. Now, was I at a stop sign? I hope I don't crash. I'm just kidding. I don't got a blindfold. I made one of those things that elicit laughter. Yeah, one of those. Any horror. I'm going to the dollar store to, return some stuff, some purchases that I previously made. Oh boy, it's hot. Is that AC even work? Hang on. Maybe it's pointing in the wrong. Who keeps moving my AC? Morden! Bet it's Morden. I got this, I don't know if I've mentioned, but I got this neighbor Morden. And he's kind of a pain. Waiting for this car to go, because it's taking its precious time. Yeah. Taking your precious time. Okay, there we go. Backcountry roads, They should be isolated, but sometimes they're not. Sometimes they're not, and that's just the way of the world. That's just the way things go, and you know, whatevs. And I'm driving, and oh, there's a red light. Red, the color of blood, which is the color you are when you stop moving, if you die in a horrible way. So red is very appropriate for stop, I think. Green, maybe appropriate as go. I guess if you get really sick, and like me, you turn green, yeah, you might want to go. Sometimes I have to go a couple times per night. It happens. And sometimes I'm constantly on the go. Oh, and of course by go I mean I need to excavate my bowels. Yes, I need to excavate I think it's excavate my bowels. Something like that. I don't know. I'm Gregor, by the way. Now we're waiting on some cars. This is just Gregor's commentary on life. People gotta drive too. Planes weren't bad enough, they gotta drive. Who drives? They need to get out of the way so I can drive. People who drive, I tell ya. You ever heard of walking? Okay, there you go. Look at this guy. He's got a tree in the back of his truck. Thinks he's like a friggin'... I was gonna say that character from the Dr. Seuss that's green and he stole the Christmas tree, but I don't want to get sued, so we'll just have to keep on going with it. But you know, on the uppity side, I don't even know if any of this audio is really going to be usable, because I'm blasting the AC as high as it'll go, and you might just be picking up that. You know, but then again, some people say Gregor shouts. That's it, that's ridiculous. Gregor speaks at the appropriate volume, depending on the situation. The situation, such as driving, is an appropriate volume. Appropriate volume for driving. Man, I'm edgy. Not gonna specify where, but you can guess. Okay, let's see here. I hope this audio doesn't sound way worse than it actually is. Because that would be a travesty, you know. Yeah, like a real, you know, shamalama-ding-dong thing. Yeah. And you know, that's another thing. Where you don't have the right words to express yourself, you just make some up. Like right now I'm feeling, giggity-gok. Yes, I'm feeling giggity-gok. And you know, sometimes you feel the giggity-goks. But you get on. Despite the giggity-goks. That should be a new word, I think. No, it sucks. That word sucks. And y'all were gonna just let me use it? What kind of audience are you? You're not helpful. Not helpful for Gregor. Give me a second. I drink too many of these. I swallowed it and swallowed something else. I don't know what that thing was. I hope it was a raisin, you know. A raisin that flies. Like that book, A Raisin That Flies in the Sun. What happens to a scream deferred? Yes, I remember that story. Yes, I think it was a play. Maybe it was a play. I don't know. I'm not like a Shakespeare type guy. What do I know about such stuff? I'm Gregor the Gravedigger, not Gregor the Playwright. I could write a play. I think I could do that. I think. I'm not sure. I'd have to find out. And you know, that's the thing about the what's of the who and the jiggity jag. Yeah. And let's see here. I'm driving. Did I mention I'm driving right now? I'm driving. You probably can hear the AC. And I'm driving in the sun. And contrary to popular belief, I don't turn to asphalt. I think it's asphalt. Asphalt. As the fault turns. Yes, I don't turn into that when I go in the sun like vampires do. I imagine that's what they do. Yeah, they turn into, like, tar. Yeah, something like that. They turn into road stuff, yeah. Vampires turn into road stuff when the sun hits them. Because, you know, they get your ashes to ashes and dust to dust. Give me a hot vampire chick. Something to do with lust. You know, that's how the saying goes. Like, what's the other saying? The one about the werewolves. The werewolves, even a man who cares about the bites will turn to something by the street lights on October. Yeah, that's how it goes. That's a wolfman. The wolfman. I remember that one. That was a good one. Maybe we should have a werewolf in this show. And it's not like, when I say that, I don't mean that I don't know what we're playing. It's not like I pre-recorded this. I never do that. You know that. I know exactly. I've already picked out the stories and I know exactly. Oh, wow, there's a lot of construction here. Oh, it's kind of dusty. Kind of dusty. Reminds me of my neighbor Morton's mother. Very dusty down there. Anyway, I assume, I guess I don't really know these things, you know. Sometimes you gotta hypothesize. Yeah, you gotta hypothesize and to make the educated, the guesses, like the Guesses book of world records, something like that. 35 speed limit. Yeah, sure, buddy. Who drives at 35? Heck, I drive out at 60 going on a one-way street going in the wrong direction, you know? But that's just it. Oh, this van in front of me has 3 estimates. Quality craftsman at an honest price. 704-898-3163. They are Minuteman Mechanical. They do heating, and they do the cooling, the bridges. I think it's cooling surfaces, okay. But I'm sure they have cool bridges. Maybe they have very fancy pants. Oh, and this one's American Legion member, and proud of it. I could read you his license plate, but I'm pretty sure we're crossing some boundaries just by saying their phone number. But you know, it's free advertising. Free advertising for this van that won't move. Step her in the gas. Come on, man. Step on the ground. What is the road? And now you're just stopping. Oh, it's a red light. Okay. Yeah, so Minuteman Mechanical Heating and Cooling Services Express, American Legion member and proud of it, quality craftsman, at an honest price, free estimates. Oh, wait a second. Oh, I thought it was time to go. No, he was just turning. Or at a red light. I'm not supposed to actually just keep going. Da 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 do da do da 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 da. Oh, the do da day. Oh, the do da night. Oh, the do da day. Zombie, sing this song. Gruha. I don't know. You know, I really should have wrote some material for this. But, you know, we got time constraint. Can't spend all day writing. Oh, I'm supposed to turn here, aren't I? Can't spend all day writing material. You know, because that deprives you of the spontaneity. Yes, the spontaneity of the nature of this program. It's very spontaneous. Yes, spontaneous, which has to do with the spider and being nude. I think that's what that means. Give me a second. I found out if you do that too long, it starts foaming. Oh, I got a green arrow. Da-da-da-da. I was just about to hunt something copyrighted. Can't do that. No, can't do that. Not in 2026. Which I assume is probably by the time you actually get to listening to this. Like, I'm doing it in 2023, but who's going to listen to it? I like to set realistic expectations, okay? You're probably going to be listening to this in 2026. Or, 2050. Who knows? Or after I'm dead. Though I'm already dead, so, I can take some comfort in that. Alright, let's see here. Now, this is a four-way stop. Always so confusing. I'm gonna try to, no. Let me try to turn, nope. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, I think they're gonna let me go. Okay, they let me go. Like they should! And it's not to suggest that I own the road, but I am older than them, and I was here when the road was built. That gives me more of a license to use it. And some might argue the more taxes you pay, but taxes. I live on a tax-controlled property. What is this in my face? Do the thing about the stuff and talk to y'all later. Peace, my brothers.
Now, the hermit again.
Arnold follows a figure dressed all in white that beckons him out of the house. Nurse Dawson and Mr. Judson follow after him.
Wait for me, Lenore. Where are you going? Wait for me. Wait for me. Lenore. Lenore, I'm coming. I'm coming, Lenore. Wait for me. Come on. Hurry. Come on. There he is. Up ahead of us. I see him.
Yes. Yes, I see him too.
Arnold. Stop. Wait a minute. Wait for us.
He's running faster.
Why did you ever let him get out of the room?
I couldn't help it. The door opened. I don't know how. She was standing there.
Have you gone out of your mind? How could a door open by itself? And who could be standing in the doorway?
He said it was Lenore.
Nonsense. Arnold! Wait for us. Wait! Wait. I don't see him now. Where's he gone?
He turned down that side road, sir. Just now.
He's liable to get out on the highway and be killed. We've got to stop him.
This way. He went this way.
Yeah. I see him now. Arnold! Stop where you are. We're coming. Lenore. Lenore. You must come back to the house, Arnold. She disappeared. You didn't see anyone, Arnold? Yes, I did. I saw Lenore. As for the nurse, she knows. Lenore stood in the doorway of my room. She beckoned me to follow her all the way down the road. Now she's vanished here in the park somewhere. Don't you realize, Arnold, that Lenore is dead? She couldn't have stood in your doorway. She couldn't have beckoned you out of the house. She's dead. She wouldn't speak to me. She just waved for me to follow her. And now she's gone.
We must get my brother back to the house, Miss Dawson.
Yes, sir.
Now, come, Arnold. We're going home now.
We'll take you home now, Arnold. You and I must have been mistaken. We didn't see anyone.
No. We were not mistaken. For look. Look. Up ahead of us. Lenore. There she is again. Great heaven. I see you. Wait for me. I'm coming.
Stop him. Stop him. We've got to stop him.
We can never catch him this time. He's running so fast.
No. He mustn't go that way. No. No.
Arnold. Arnold, wait for us. Wait. Look, Mr. Judson. Look where he's going.
I see him. He can't go that way. No. Arnold, stop. You can't go there. No. We've got to stop him. He can't go there. We must stop him.
Wait, let go of me. Let go of me. You can't stop me now.
I'll not let you go in that vault.
Let go of my arm, Bruce. You can't stop me. Lenore went in there.
I'm trying to save you for your own good, for the sake of the sanity of your mind. Your wife lies in her coffin in that vault. You couldn't have seen her. She didn't beckon you to come here. It's just a trick of your mind.
I'm going into this vault.
You can't go inside. She died of a contagious disease. You may get it too, Arnold.
Nothing can stop me now. I'm going inside.
Oh.
Lenore. Where are you, Lenore?
Come back out there. You'll only find her lying in there dead.
We'd better follow him, sir. He's likely to faint when he sees her.
Arnold, come out here.
Lord. Lord. Lenore.
You see, she is dead. What did I tell you? Now come away.
Oh, look. She's on the floor of the vault. Oh.
Come away from here.
I found her here on the floor of the vault.
She's dead.
She's dead now. But she wasn't dead when you brought her here. No. My brother knows that. You know that, Bruce Judson.
What do you mean?
You know what I mean. You buried her alive.
Oh! Now, you're insane.
Insane, am I? You know I found you out.
Because you find her body on the floor, you think I buried her alive? Why, the coffin tipped over, that's all.
You buried her alive. She got out of the coffin, but she couldn't get out of the vault. Only her spirit could do that. I heard her voice before she really died down in here, calling me. She called to me. But you locked me in my room. And then her spirit came to me tonight to tell me what had happened. Oh, Lenore. Lenore.
Oh, what a terrible thing. You did that to your brother and that woman.
What if I did? What if I did do it? She's dead now, isn't she? Forever. She fell in love with Arnold, not me. Now she's dead. Forever. Sure, I planned it, plotted it. It worked out. The medicine I gave her made her sleep the sleep of death. And we buried her alive. We buried her alive. Buried her alive.
And the brother who had planned such a heinous crime will live in a world of mad darkness from now on. The compensation for his crime. Turn on your lights. Turn them on. pleasant dreams.
All characters, places, and occurrences mentioned in the Hermit's Cave are fictitious, and similarity to persons, places, or occurrences is purely accidental.
Ah, boy. Well, firstly, I'd like to thank everyone who has made it this far into this program, like, expecting something. But, also, I kind of, want to reassure them, you can go. I don't know what you're expecting. But, this is the entire program. Yeah. Because, we gotta fight that dastardly AI, and the only way to fight a machine is to be the opposite of a machine, which is being a being of, organic flesh. Or, be a human, but, I'm not quite what you might call human, I'm a whatever the what. I'm Gregor the Gravedigger, the whatever the what. And the things, and the shoes, and the jibbly jabs. I think I mentioned that before. Man, maybe I can replace me. No! Gregor refuses to be replaced by a machine. Machines? What do we even need? Oh, wait, we need machines for a lot of things. Huh. Okay, well, anyway. Yeah, Yeah. So let's get this party started. Reinvigorize, because it's been started. But it's kind of gone nowhere. Kind of gone to the northwest of nowhere. And now it's just stranded out in the sea. Just alone by itself. In desperate need of a rescue. Yep. I think that's a pretty concise explanations for this episode right here. Mm-hmm. But that's not all the things that I have to say. Gregor! Oh, come on! Oh, not this guy again. Gregor! Alright! I'm coming. Come on here. Hang on. Oh! Hiya there, Deputy Boyd. How you been? You everything all right? And, hey, aren't you gonna, ask me, you're gonna say, a crime of some kind, and ask me if I know anything about it?
Gregor, no. You were driving blindfold again, weren't you?
I might have inadvertently drove with my eye partially obscured, but that doesn't necessarily count as blindfolded. No, sorry. That doesn't sound like me, no.
Uh-huh. Cause Gregor, I was at the dollar store not too long ago. Seems someone may have, as you have eloquated, inadvertently smashed up a few things pretty good out that way. Would you know what those things might be?
Oh, no, I don't recall.
Allow me to... Gregor, did you run over a shopping cart? 2 of them?
What? Oh, come on, this isn't fair. How does one even run over a shopping cart?
I could replay the footage for you, but Unfortunately, since you don't photograph, I just see this car driving by itself over 2 shopping carts. No, not just 1, 2. 2 whole shopping carts, Gregor. Like, seriously, you didn't notice it?
Hey, come on now. They were in my way. And when I found out that I couldn't move them... No, wait. No, I saw this guy, totally independent of myself. He was trying to move some shopping carts out of his way, and when he couldn't move them, he drove off. That dastardly, son of a snallygaster. Son of a snallygaster.
Snallygaster, yeah. Okay, Gregor, in this hypothetical scenario, why was he driving your car, Gregor?
What? He wasn't... Oh, wow, that conniving crumpet of a, crawling, creeping creep. He's a conniving crumpet. He had stole my car because he didn't want to damage his own. Conniving.
Uh-huh. Oh, and about your car, that was actually the second thing on my mind. Where's the windshield? You know that's not legal drive, Gregor.
What? What are you talking about? It's totally legal. Totally regal and legal like a beagle. As they say, and they do say, they do say.
No. Gregor, they don't say, and no, it's not legal. Yeah, it's, you have to get it inspected.
Wait, no, I got it inspected.
Come again?
No, I got it inspected, completely legal.
How is that legal?
Look, it's Virginia, okay? You don't even really need a windshield. You just need the windshield wipers to work, correct?
Wait, what?
Yeah, no, I took it to my guy. He said it just requires windshield wipers. You technically don't have to have a windshield.
Gregor, but what? Do your windshield wipers work?
They do.
Okay, but, oh, good grief. But wait a second, what about that 2x4 on your car?
Oh, you mean my bumper? Yeah, it's my bumper. Yeah, so my guy said, he didn't even technically, anything could technically qualify as a bumper as long as it's in the right position. So yeah, 2x4, that's my bumper.
Oh, girl. Come on, Gregor, it doesn't even have license plates.
What? It totally has license plate. What are you talking about?
No, Gregor. Tags that say farm use are not license plates. They are for farm use. You see? You see?
Hey. That's not fair. I'm on a farm.
Gregor, there ain't no crops growing out there.
Hey. Does the law say it has to be a successful farm?
Gregor, just out of curiosity, who is your guy?
Oh, you know that old codger that lives on Bethany Church Road, the one they call Old Yeller. Yeah, that guy.
Jeez, Gregor, he's not even fit to, it's not even legal. He can't even drive a car. Why is he inspecting yours?
Hey. If you check the rules, it never says anywhere. No, it doesn't say anywhere it has to be legal for you to drive a car, to be legal for you to inspect them.
Oh, Why?
Yeah, the law's a crazy thing, Deputy. You want to come in?
I guess so.
So, yeah, Deputy, we're kind of doing this thing for this episode where it's like, it's not scripted, we're just kind of improvisations. We're doing the improvisations.
Uh-huh. Well, that's wonderful, Gregor. Kudos to you.
Well, don't you want to, like, improvise?
Gregor, all I ever do is improvise for you. Because every day is something new. Something crazy. Something strange. Usually there's a monster in it. There's not a monster in this one, is there, Gregor?
You know, there could be.
No, Greg.
Okay, no monsters. But it would be cool.
No, it wouldn't be cool, Gregor. It wouldn't.
You know, I might still have that Necronama thing.
No, Gregor, no monsters today. Geez, Gregor, can I even come in your vicinity without having to deal with a wampus cat or a snallygaster or what else you got?
Oh, remember the hide behind.
The what?
Yeah, the hide behind. So the hide behind is like this not mythical creature. It's a very, very mysterious creature. Mysterious. You never see it coming because it's always hidden behind something. Because it can suck in its stomach and conceal itself perfectly behind the trunk of any tree or anything else. So, yeah, hide behind. Because it's this creature that's always hiding behind something. And you never see it coming. No.
Gregor, that is ridiculous. There's no such thing as a hide behind.
How would you know? You ever seen one?
No, but like you said, you can't see it, so why? It doesn't exist.
Oh, you want to bet?
Oh, Greg. Yeah, let's wager. If by the end of this episode, you can prove that hide behind exists, then I will,
You'll forget that whole blindfolding mishap.
I never said that.
Like, you really want to deal with? I'm sure there's some paperwork involved, and it's probably going to be a lot. Yeah, probably so.
Yeah, sure. What do I get out of this exactly?
I'll stop running over shopping carts.
I'll take it. You're on, Gregor.
Okay. All right, folks. We got a little wager onus here. So I'll be back in a while and see how this plays out. Ha-ha.
The Mummers in the Little Theater of the Air.
Now, the hermit is ready to begin.
Ghost stories, weird stories, and murders too. The hermit knows of them all. Turn out your lights. Turn them out. Have you heard the story, The Search for Life? Then listen while the hermit tells you the story.
Yes?
Hale, don't you think it's time you stopped for a while? It's getting awfully late.
Just a moment. I didn't notice what time it was, Vera.
Come on, I have a nice warm supper ready for you.
Well, I'll lock the laboratory door and be right with you.
Oh, I wish you wouldn't work so hard, Hale.
You mustn't worry about me. A research scientist has to work hard.
I've barely seen you these past few weeks. You've never worked this hard before.
And I've never done anything like this before. Here, let me seat you.
Thank you. What are you doing, Hale?
Vera, Have you been in my laboratory?
Well, I only went in the other day to clean up.
I didn't notice that you had cleaned up. Looked the same to me.
You came back before I had a chance to do any cleaning.
But being somewhat of a chemist yourself, you studied my notes, eh?
Well, they were there on the desk. I couldn't help but read them. Hale, you must stop it. Stop this experiment immediately.
What I'm doing is nothing more than other men have done before me. The creation of the elements the body needs to live on and on. Yes, possibly the chemical inoperative procedure for the recreation of a dead person.
Recreate a dead person? Well, that's impossible.
Why is it? Why is anything impossible if you know the cause and effect and the properties that make it up?
Hale, drop it, please. Don't go ahead with this thing. If you succeed, you'll control a thing that was never meant to be controlled.
Yes, I shall control death.
And the world will bow to you, flock to you at first, and then they'll grow to hate you and despise you for what you've done. They'll seek you out and kill you. Because if death was not to be, someone else would have changed it aeons ago. Hale, you must stop this experiment before you get too...
Coming. Why, Court Mander.
Hello, Nada. I came as soon as I received your message from Mr. Browson.
Come in. Oh, I'm glad to see you, Court. You know, I've tried for almost a week to get in touch with you. In here.
I've tried equally hard to make contact with you. You're a celebrity now.
Oh, you don't do so badly in that laboratory yourself. Won't you sit down?
Well, thanks. I can only stay a few minutes. Hale Browson is rather exacting since he's perfected his experiment.
Oh, let's not talk about him. I seem to be afraid of his very name. Bringing dead people back to life. Doing miracles.
I'm his assistant. You're not afraid of me?
Someone I've known all my life, grew up with? Oh, don't be silly. Of course I'm not afraid of you.
Well, Nada Arling, the actress. I never believed it'd be like this.
You doubted my sincerity or my ability?
No, I never doubted either. But that night 6 years ago when you went away, well, that's the way I've always pictured you.
I've never forgotten that night, Court.
Nor I.
I wish we could have had this meeting when I first arrived.
Then you're leaving?
I must, Court.
But why? Is it always going to be like this?
I said 6 years ago, if I ever married, it would be you. But I can't turn back now. I have contracts.
Doesn't the fact that something inside both of us is slipping away mean anything to you?
Our youth is slipping away, and that's the only thing I have.
Our relative proportions and understandings are what I meant.
That's not true. Because I'm Nada Arling and you're assistant to Hale Browson, the new creator, even that can't change it.
I don't like my position, Nada.
That of waiting for me or as a research scientist?
Both, but I'm afraid of the latter.
I'm surprised. Mr. Browson's discovery has made him the most important person in the world, and you're basking in every glory that's his.
That may mean a great deal to you, but to me, it's something horrible. I only accepted the position as Browson's assistant for one reason.
You accepted him? It was the other way around.
No, he told me what to expect, but I was willing to chance it then. Now I know I was wrong. Already it has begun to show itself. We're going to work the other way.
The other way? To work against creation?
Yes. Hale Browson gave his discovery to the world, thinking its greatness would overshadow any evils it might give rise to. And instead, its evils have overshadowed its greatness and has gone beyond control.
Of course. What you contemplate is murder.
There's no alternative, Nada.
Oh, what of the good you've done?
Good? You haven't seen some of those old people we treat continually. We give them life when their souls cry out to die. That's what we're doing. And everyone calls it good.
You've changed, Court. I didn't know.
I'm sorry, Nada. I shouldn't have come here. You know how I feel about you. I'm entering another world, and you are the only thing that remains between me and... Well, I can stop now. Leave Browson. You and I could go where no one knows us.
Oh, that'd be running away, Court. Something that never solved anything. I know what to expect as I am now. I'm realizing an ambition, and I can't give it all up in a moment.
No. I guess you couldn't. I should have known. Where does your tour take you?
My boat leaves for South America at 6 tomorrow morning. Court.
Yes, Nada.
I want you to promise me something.
All right.
That you'll forget Hale Browson and what you plan to do. Will you promise?
All right. Yes, I promise.
I hope you mean that.
Oh, I do. I do mean it. Are you going to board your boat tomorrow morning?
No, later this evening. They're giving me a reception, and when I leave there, I'm going directly to the boat.
I see.
Leaving so soon?
Yes, I have to be getting back.
Are you going to tell Mr. Browson tonight?
Tonight? Why, that's what I'm going to do now. I'll probably see you at the boat later.
Well, why such an abrupt departure? I wanted to... Strangely he acted. How very strange.
Good evening, Mr. Browson.
Court, what on earth brings you here at this hour of the night? I wasn't expecting you until morning.
I had to talk to you.
Come on in. Must be rather important to bring you away from Miss Arling. Sit down.
Thank you.
Seem quite upset about something.
I am.
What's on your mind, Court?
Do you mind if we close that door?
Certainly not. I'll close it. There. Now, what's troubling you?
Hale, have you told Mrs. Browson what we intend doing?
No, I haven't. Naturally, I haven't told anyone.
Good. Hale, before we start allowing them to die when they should, I'm going to kill Nada Arling and bring her back to life.
But why? Why should you want to kill her? You're going to marry the girl.
That's what I had hoped. But it's all changed now.
And why have you come to me? You know almost as much about the procedures as I.
Yes, that's true. But I don't know what chemicals not to use in order that her brain will remember only to a certain point and not beyond.
She won't marry you?
No. Her career is more important to her than I am.
You know this is murder.
But I'll bring her back to life.
And in so doing, you intend creating her mind so it will forget its former fame?
That's what I came to see you about. So far, our creations have been with everything but the mind. That we've been unable to change. When we brought people back to life, their memory patterns remained the same. Now, I know you've been carrying on further research along this line.
Court, I have. My first experiment was tonight.
What was the result?
Just a moment, and I'll show you. Come with me to my laboratory.
Who was it?
Oh, a derelict who had died. Now, just a moment before you enter. The experiment wasn't entirely successful. I brought the subject to life easily enough, but his brain, well, you shall see.
What was that?
Wait until I snap on the light.
In a cage. Looks all right. Doesn't seem to be anything wrong with him.
Don't go too near that cage. He may look all right, Court, but I assure you he isn't. Look at his eyes.
Yes, they have a wild, starry cast to them.
And his gibberish. What does that sound like to you?
It's almost like an animal.
Yes.
He wasn't insane before he died.
No, he died of a heart attack.
Well, then how did he become like this?
I reconstructed his brain exactly as it was. But the brain must manufacture something of its own that I don't know about. The only way I have of keeping him in that cage is to charge the bars with enough electricity to kill an ordinary man. It only stuns him.
Well, for heaven's sake.
What you see behind those bars is not a recreated human being, but a prehistoric man of gigantic strength.
I wish we had some other place to work. That thing gets on my nerves, jabbering and growling.
I can't let Vera know about this. We'll just have to stick it out, Court.
Oh, this formula of yours.
Yes?
We've been over it 1,000 times, and still the answer's the same. Now, shut up.
Court, please. Don't do that again. If he should break loose with the outer door locked, we wouldn't have a chance.
Well, why don't we kill it?
With what?
Well, we could use a gun. Wouldn't have to go near it to kill it that way.
Vera would hear. And besides, I couldn't do a thing like that.
I'm not so sure I couldn't.
Well, we'll find a more humane way than that.
And it's getting late. Time for me to go. I told Nada I'd meet her at the dock.
Nada. Nada.
Cole, I thought you'd wait on the ship.
No, it's best this way.
I was rather hurt the way you left me this evening.
I'm sorry, Nita. Well, come. Sit in the car a few moments. It's warmer in here.
All right. I'm so glad you came down. So glad I was able to see you again before I left.
Nothing could have kept me away.
This will be a long trip.
Yes, it will be.
Of course. Is there something wrong?
No.
Is there something troubling you?
No.
I just touched your hands. They're like ice.
It's just chilly down here, that's all.
I was half afraid of you a moment ago. When I looked in your eyes, they seemed to be staring at me oddly.
I want to remember you in case I
Yes?
In case I don't see you again.
Oh, we'll see each other again, Court. I'm sure of that.
So am I.
You know, I've waited ever since we got in the car for you to tell me about Mr. Browson.
Mr. Browson?
Your break with him. You made it, didn't you?
Break? Oh, yes. Yes, I told him just what I was going to do.
Oh, such a weight lifted from my mind. Now I can leave without being afraid for you.
Yes, that's right.
That's all past now. When I come back from this tour, it'll be to the young scientist I knew 6 years ago.
Remember that. Remember that.
Court, you look so strange.
Remember the past, Nada.
Court, what are you doing? Court!
Nada, don't struggle, please. Just breathe deep. This poison is sure. I'll wake you soon. Oh, Nada, wherever you are, hear me. Believe me. You're the only life I have. I'll bring you back. But you must remember only the past. You must remember things as they were before. You must remember only
Nada Arling slumps over dead. Will Court Mander succeed in making her remember only the past? What will happen when he brings her back to life? And the medieval monster in Hale Browson's laboratory, what about him, eh? The hermit will tell you before the night is done.
All right, you know, I didn't do half a bad job. I think we're actually, yeah. I think we might be ready for this. You feeling ready, Deputy?
Gregor, I feel ridiculous. How is this supposed to catch
a hide behind?
Yeah, a hide behind.
Well, see, because, you know, a hide behind's a very complex creature, so it got me thinking very complexly, and might I add, as I usually do. So you got this hide behind, and it hides behind stuff, okay? So it's always hiding behind. That actually tells you a lot about the creature, because when it's hiding behind, well, obviously, it ain't anywhere else. So it doesn't like to be out in the open. And you know what else doesn't like to be out in the open? You know what else?
No, what else, Gregor?
Termites.
Jeez. Oh.
Termites don't like to be out in the open, you know. So I figure, you know, a hide behind. It's got to be a lot like a termite, right? Obviously. Then that got me thinking, termite. What letter does termite start with? T. You know what else starts with a T?
Terminator?
I mean, yes, technically, but not quite the direction I was going. Say, you know, what else starts with a T? It's, a tornado, obviously. Obviously. Okay, so you got termite and tornado, okay. Like a tomato of termites. And you know what rhymes with tornado?
Potato?
No. Absolutely not. How very wrong you are.
Gregor, I still don't know where you're going. Like,
Hey. We made a bet. I'm going to do the planning here. The thing what rhymes with tornado, grenado, tornado, tornado, grenado, zornado, ornado, mado, cato, rado, fado, zato, no wait, ado, beto, cato, dato, iego, fado, gato, jado, Cato, Lamo, Lato, Mato, Nato, Oedo, Pato, Elemento, Quato, Tato, Sato, Uedo, Vato, Wato, Exato, Yato, Zato? Nothing! That's what rhymes with tornado. Absolutely nothing. So, you know what I came to the conclusion?
What, Gregor?
That wasn't a very good, form of thought. No, not really. No, it went nowhere.
Okay, thanks for wasting the audience time, I guess?
But hey, it's not a complete loss, because that made me think. It made me think. You know what it made me think about?
Gregor, with you possibly anything.
Exactly. It made me think of possibly anything. So that's when I came up with this plan. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. If it's always hiding behind stuff, you can't get it, right? All right. But what if a person was surrounded 365 by mirrors? So, it can't possibly hide, right?
While I feel absolutely ridiculous, I don't think that's true. Like, what if it hides inside something?
See, this is where Gregor's, what's in this thing again? Oh, yeah, where Gregor's, thinkatorium, organic thinkatorium comes in. Say, even if it hides inside something, it can't, because it's a hide behind and not the hide inside. Ha ha! Yeah, checkmate. King me. Sorry, and don't pass go. Gregor's pretty smart.
Okay, so if I'm following you correctly, since I'm covered in mirrors, it can't hide behind me because it would see its reflection and therefore not consider itself hidden. Is that where this is going?
Yeah, I'm gonna say yes. Because I really have no earthly idea. No. Yeah, it's like most of my ideas. Okay, but we're gonna test this.
Okay, we're just supposed to test it anywhere?
No, not anywhere. Somewhere.
Gregor, I'm pretty sure somewhere is anywhere.
Hey! A bet's a bet, okay?
Okay, well, whatever. Where am I supposed to go with this thing?
Okay, so you gotta go out and... Okay, so here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna go out into the swamp.
What? No, come on, Greg.
Gotta go out in the swamp. Because hide behinds, they love themselves a good swamp.
Why do hide behinds? There's nothing to hide in the swamp.
Exactly. So if there's nowhere to hide, then obviously the hide behind must be out in the open. Because it's got nowhere to go. Yep. That word that means like really smart. thingies. Genius. No, that's a Kingdom Phylum class order genius. Genus? Genus. Genus! Gregor's a genus. A genie. What was I doing?
You were gonna go tell me to wait out in the swamp.
Oh, yeah! Sir, deputy! Go wait out in the swamp! Ha-ha! Ha-ha! Ha-ha!
Oh, I can't believe I'm actually gonna do this. I mean, seriously. Gregor, your door won't close.
Okay, hang on. You just gotta, put some napkins.
It just, screw it. I'm gonna keep on walking.
Okay, I'm gonna sit back down. Okay, while he's doing that, we're gonna have a good, productive discussion. About, mummies. Mummies, that's a good topic. Because you don't know this, but Gregor knows it. Because he thinks the things. Mummies come in an assortment of flavors, because you always see on these shows, like there's a desert mummy who is like the sand mummy. But did you know there's also an ice mummy? There can be an ice mummy. They can be frozen in ice and they come out and they're a mummy. There's also something called bog bodies. Ooh, bog bodies, which are swampified mummies. Man, can you imagine that's a scary thing, a swamp mummy. Good thing I don't live by a swamp. Oh, holy hell, what is that? I'm sure he's fine. Anyway, I think that was a hairball. Okay, but anyway, I think he's fine. But, there's these swampified mummies, which would make a really cool movie. It came. The thing from the swamp, the mummy, and it came out. Rah! That would be a good late night movie. I gotta get on that. Gregor's gotta get on that. But hey, that's not what we're talking tonight. Tonight we're trying to catch ourselves a high behind. And you might be asking, Gregor, when are you gonna talk about this program that you're showing? Okay, fine. The program tonight is called The Hermit's Cave. And there's an amazing story behind this program. Let me tell you 1 second. Yeah, it's an amazing story. And it all begins with a guy. A guy called Smitty Dagadoo Bob. Yes. Smitty Dagadoo Bob. Yes. So one day, Smitty Dagadoo Bob. It was, he was out of work. He was just a bum. He was a hairless bum. Which I think means something like, what does that actually mean? I think that's a reference to something. Oh yeah, shaved buttocks. Yes, he was a shaved buttocks. No. He was just a hairless bum. Okay, this hairless bum, my apologies, non-migratory non-worker. This hairless non-migratory non-worker. He's eating sandwiches that he would find. And, and he would dine on, like frogs. He'd make frog sandwiches. Because, you just don't find sandwiches. You gotta make them. So he would make his sandwiches out of things he would find, such as frogs. And he had the frog sandwiches. So this guy, this hairless, non-migratory, non-worker, chugging down all these frog sandwiches, eventually, he's gonna stop to wonder, hey, what am I doing with my life? I can't just eat frog sandwiches for the rest of my days. And that was a very good point. So he was like, you know what? I'm gonna be a hermit and live in a cave. Because that's... I mean, it sounds bad. It's got to be better than what I'm doing with now. That's got to be a step up from, eating frog sandwiches. Probably so. So he became a hermit and lived in a cave. And he was like, you know what? I can just make my own radio show and tell stories in a cave. Because that's basically what I do with most of my time. Just talk to myself. Super guy. And then that became the Hermit's Cave radio series, which you're listening to now, which we will return you to. And enjoy. Ooh, ha 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 ha.
Now the hermit again.
Court Manda has brought Nada Arling to Hale Browson's laboratory. Mr. Browson is making preparations for the final operation on Nada Arling's brain.
Have those clamps ready. Court, place your fingers here while I put these clamps. Now, not too much. Tear apart.
I'm holding it. Will those creases smooth out when I let go?
Yes, when I inject these chemicals. There. Clamps are in place. Now for the injections of this fluid. I'm ready for that now. Gently. Now release your fingers slowly. Careful.
Oh, his growling frightened me.
These clamps slipped when you moved. I have to put them back on again.
You cause anything more like that to happen, and I'll take the shotgun and blow your head off.
Hold your hand steady. Expose the tissues too long, it will die again. We'll have everything to do all over again.
Here, I have it down again.
Steady. Now forget him. Now, just a second. We'll be ready for the solution. Now. That does it. Release the pressure slowly.
Right.
See? The creases aren't coming back. Hurry. Hand me that piece of her skull that we cut away.
Here it is, in this case.
You bored all the holes in it so we could fasten it down in place?
They're ready.
Now help me again. We must replace it exactly as it was cut away.
I marked it.
Good. Yes. I see the marks. Now, turn it just slightly. There. Hold it in place while I fasten it.
That monster grabbed his cage, and the electric shock made him scream.
The lights. Court, they're dimming. Court, he's holding onto the cage and shouting the current. I can't see the work. I stopped the surgery. Our work is useless. Do something quickly.
Oh, the lights have gone out now. Must have caused the fuse to blow.
We haven't any time to waste. Do something, man. That thing. Is he free?
No, he's still in his cage. He's on the floor. Electricity must have stunned him.
Look over there. There's a candle. Light it quickly.
Yes, I see it.
Quick, bring it here. We must finish this operation. My fingers are growing numb holding this tissue in place.
If we can finish before that thing in the cage comes to. Can you see by this candle?
Oh, I must.
Hurry. I think I hear him stirring in his cage.
Can you see if he is?
No, there isn't enough light to see that far. Was the cage intact?
I didn't have time to look. There. I have one clamp in place on the skull. I'll have another in a moment.
What was that?
I didn't hear anything. Here, hold the candle closer.
Nada's coming too. I can see her breathing.
I must hurry. We still have to bandage her head. Oh, I can't seem to get this other clamp through the hole in the skull.
Her breath is coming faster and louder now. I can hear it.
Watch where you're holding the candle.
I can hear her breathe, Hale.
Once I get this fastened, the rest will be easy.
She's breathing so loudly, Hale, behind you.
What? The man! He's out of his cage.
He's coming toward us. He'll kill us.
Wait! We're your friends. Wait! We're going to help you. See? Come, follow me.
Hale, Nada.
She's going to be all right for a moment. We must get him back to the cage. Now, that's it. Come along. Court, he's watching you and Nada. He's motioning for you to get away from me, then.
Watch out, Hale. He's reaching for you.
No! He's crushing my arm. Caught! Quick, there's a hypodermic needle on the table. Get it!
Yes, I have it. He's watching me now. Look. Look what I have here. This will make you feel better. Come just a little closer.
Get him with that needle. His fingers are crushing my arm.
Oh, now just a little closer. I won't hurt you.
Let go of me. Let go. Caught, get him with the hypo quickly. Caught. He looks like he's listening to something. He's loosening his hold on me. In a moment, I might be able to pull free.
Staring at.
Caught. Look. Ada is getting up from the operating table.
No, she can't. The operation isn't finished.
Use the hypodermic for her, Caught. Hurry before she stands up. See? She's sitting up now.
Ada, lie down, lie down. Oh, get back, you.
He doesn't want you to go near her.
Man.
Ada. Speaking.
Man from the past. We are going back, you and I. And we will take Court Mander and Hale Browson with us.
Court!
Man from the past. Bring Mr. Browson here.
Court! Do something! Help me!
Court Mander. Try to move.
I can't. I can't move.
No. You want to. But I now control your will.
They can let me go. He's killing me. Court, talk to her. I didn't bring her here. Have her make this inhuman monster. Let me go.
Hale Browson. You must die.
No, you can't do this to me. It's murder.
You have murdered many.
But it was different. It was the only way.
Man from the past, you must hurry. I'm not much longer for this earth.
Fingers, they're crushing my head. My head.
Man from the past, you would be dead. You're not for this world. They brought you back against your will. Court Mander, you spoke of shooting this man. Where is the gun?
In the gun rack. On the wall there.
Get it. Bring it here. Point the gun at that poor, mixed-up soul of yesterday with the body of today.
No.
Now, so that he may have peace and rest, pull the trigger.
No.
Pull the trigger, I say. I haven't much more time. Court Mander, you and Hale Browson have been violating the eternal law. Man is born to die, and die he must. Your soul will never rest in this world, but it will never come back. There is one more shot in the gun, Court.
Yes, Nada.
Hand the gun to me.
Yes, Nada.
I must lie down on the table here. Stand in front of me.
Yes, I am here.
This is the end of the world you created. Now we may all rest in our graves.
Hale! Court! What has happened? Hale, Court! Open the door, please! Hale! What is it? What is it, Hale?
They're Browson's cries go unanswered. Hale Browson and Court Mander are dead. They will bring no more dead back to life. Now, turn on your lights. Turn them on. Pleasant dream.
All characters, places, and occurrences mentioned in the Hermit's Cave are fictitious, and similarity to persons, places, or occurrences is purely accidental.
All right. Are you ready to rock and roll? Great, great, love, greasy crime, no forgot, chop, heritage, united, mocking me, everything I find to eat. Oh, I'm sorry. Could someone hear me? Okay, that was fun. Is that how it goes? Wait, let me look up the lyrics. And yeah, I can't believe there are kids growing up today who are deprived of great green gobs of greasy, grimy gopher guts. Let me look that up. Give me a second. Great green gobs. Yeah, there we go, lyrics. You know, actually, these lyrics might be copyrighted. I think I like my version better, all of a sudden, strangely. Man, you know, Deputy's been out there. He's been taking a pretty, give me a second, long time finding that hide behind. I just made a mouth volcano. Anyway, yeah, he's been taking a while. I wonder what's keeping him. Almost like he found the thing. That's ridiculous. There's no such thing as a hide. What's that? No, it's nobody. I'm just in here alone. There's nothing in here. Wait, back up. Hey, somebody in here with me? Show yourself. What the hey? Who dropped that? You know what? No. I'm screw it. I'm gonna sit back down, because you know what? This is the part in the horror movie where, like, the person or the thing or whatever, the protagonist, the hero, such as Gregor, goes to investigate the noise, and, they get brutally unalived or something. Probably so. So you know what? No, thank you. I'm gonna sit here. What was that? You know what? I'm not gonna look behind me. Because, there's actually an interesting point. So, a while ago, there was a Roger Corman film called The Phantom Eye. Ooh, The Phantom Eye. It's a good movie. Yeah, it's... if you're watching a copy, it's probably legally dubious, because I don't know if they ever re-released it. But originally aired on something called Monster Fest, which was awesome. And it used to be on that channel, the American Monsters Company, or for short, we'll say AMC. Anyway, it used to be on that channel. And, in that movie, The Phantom Eye, these interns are trapped into movie worlds, which is very interesting. And, it's actually, come to think of it, it's funny I'm talking about this instead of our actual program, The Hermit's Cave. But, what else? Okay, so in the movie, like, the girl, there's a monster and there's a girl. And the girl is like, not a girl, she's a woman. She's a woman. I'm sorry. Gregor sometimes he has to remind himself what decade it is. It's a whole thing. Anyway, so there's this woman. And there's a monster behind her. But she remembers something important. The Wile-E Coyote effect. Okay. So Wile-E Coyote You know what? That's probably copyrighted. We'll just call him Wally Peyote. So Wally Peyote, you know, if he's running off the cliff, and you know, he doesn't fall. He doesn't fall until he looks down. So the girl's like, you know, he's like, woman, I'm sorry. I'm not a masochist. Not a masochist. I'm sorry. Woman, you know, just a wonderful human being. Let's just refer to her as a wonderful human being. Oh boy. Anyway, wonderful human being. She wait, let me just find the actress that plays her. Hang on. Phantom Eye Roger Corman. Let's look it up. Yes, Sarah Aldrich. Okay, so Sarah Aldrich. You know, I'll just go and edit back all that stuff I said that might be kind of masochistic. Yeah, gonna edit that out. Okay, anyway. So Sarah Aldrich. What's her character? Hang on, what's her character in the thing called? Hang on! Don't try to have patience. I mean, you've already listened to... Catherine. Okay, so the character is called Catherine, played by Sarah Aldrich. And, you know, David Sean Robinson's also this guy named Joey in it. And, you know, it has Frank Gorshin. And, wait, who are we missing? You know, it's missing somebody. Where's, whatchamacallit? Hang on. Give me 1 second. This is important. It had that guy from Twin Peaks in it. What am I thinking? Michael J. Anderson. It had Michael J. Anderson from Twin Peaks in a very important auspicious role. Anyway, but enough of that. But basically, she's strolling on this beach. There's a monster behind her. And she says the Wile E. Coyote effect. So if she doesn't look behind her, the monster, you know, can't get her. I can hear you, but I'm not looking back. You can't get me. Ha ha ha. Gregor outsmarts. Another one. You know, I wonder what happened to the deputy. I'm sure he's fine. And you know, Gregor is pretty slick, yeah. He's pretty slick because he outsmarted another one. Oh, crap, there's my thing. Wait, I think it fell behind me. Oh, crap. The Hermit's Cave. It's like a show. It came on a long time ago. Let me just look around and be ow! Shut up! I'm gonna look up and just talk about the program. Let's see here. I haven't got it up to that tonight. Well, let's see. Okay, Hermit's Cave. Oh no, that's a Hermit's Cave. Okay, let's see. What's that? Syndicated radio horror series. I just learned not from the wiki. But, each, like, local broadcast thing had, like, their own, like, there was a script and they would send it out. So each, like, station could, that was cool, like, they could do their own broadcast, so I guess there were lots of different versions. Program began in 1937 and continued to the mid-40s. Yeah, that's the one. Yada, yada. Yeah, it's enough about the program. Hey, it's all your fault, Bert. You're just some here. He's got me in a stupid bag. I didn't even know hide behind. Got a bag. Ow! No, it's not a hide behind. Some swamp mummy thing. Oh, wow! Ouch! Oh, I mean, it hurts. It's pretty freaking cool. We have. Hey, wait. Give me a second, mummy. I just want you to know. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. We got a swamp money. Not swamp money. It'd be cool if we had swamp money. But we have swamp mummy. And that's pretty cool. Give me Daps. Daps? Okay. You know, you're cool by me. You can hang with us. What are you? You gonna let him? Yes. Do you want to be swamp mummy food?
No.
Okay, then. Yeah, you can take that seat over there. Yeah, it's just, you know. Okay.
Come on, Gregor.
Look, hey, look. I know life sometimes can get tough. And I know that life sometimes can be a drag. But people, we have been given a gift. We have been given a road. And that road's name is Rocket! That was my nose,
Gregor, just stop quoting, kissing. Can we just get on with this?
Okay, fine. Huh. No music lover, you are. Huh. Okay. Now, everybody, just take a moment. We're all seated. We're all good. We've broken the bread. The proverbial bread between myself, the deputy, and Swamp Mummy. Say hello, Swamp Mummy. I mean, I'm close to a hello. I guess it works. I guess it was.
Yeah. You know, speaking of bread, it's during this thing. Every time I go to the baguette section at Chow Cat, I mean, the place just smells to high heaven. It's the weirdest thing. Why are you smiling, Gregor?
Oh, no reason. I'm happy we're all here. Okay, all right. And you know, so that's pretty cool. So the moral of this story is, because you know, AI would have never read in this ending. It would have never read it, because you know, AI, it thinks it's pretty slick. And you know what? Maybe it is. It's pretty, you know, it's pretty darn smart. It's pretty darn smart, if I say. And I do say. But, you know, the one advantage that we got against AI is that not everything is written. AI can only formulate ideas based on pre-existing ideas. But the one thing it doesn't have is your memories. So I don't know if you've been listening throughout the episode, but I've been dropping little memory bombs of this and that. Things I remember from my past. Things I can pull. Stuff I've never written down. Some stuff I never told anybody. And you know, AI might have a lot of things, but it doesn't have that. Your memory is key. I think that was off of a movie. Memory is key. Deputy? I don't know. Can I just get out of here? Oh, yeah. Okay, maybe we should wrap up. Okay. So anyway, you can find us online at weirdhalloween.com. Hoo. And, well, you know, my leg is missing.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, the swamp mummy tore it off a second ago. It's over there.
You know, it reminds me of that one time. About a few months ago, I tripped over my own leg. My fault for leaving it there, I guess. Swamp Mummy knows what I'm talking about. Okay, anyway, you find us online. You know, and actually, if you want to learn more about hide behinds, you can go to lumberwoods.org, but you'll find us online at weirdhalloween.com. Ooh. And, you know, also, special gratitude to additional voices, such as the Swamp Mummy, ooh, brought to you by, I want to use an adjective, but I want to say incomparable, because, you know, that seems a little much. The very competent Jonathan Edward Sharp. Okay, incomparable, sure. In his own way, he's incomparable. The incomparable Jonathan Edward Sharp providing the additional voices. Thank you. And until the moon swings and the sky falls and the bats circulate around the kitchen sink, and a cauldron of stewing pus and boiling boils and popping eyes and froggy legs. Regards from the graveyard. And see you in the hereafter. Ooh. Oh, and by the way, actually, I wonder, did you ever find a hide behind, Deputy?
No, I didn't. Wait.
Hide behind!
Oh, God. Let's get out of here.
Door's locked! Door's locked! No! And now, Mr. Orson Welles.
Ladies and gentlemen, what are your favorite stories? If there is one you're particularly fond of and would like to hear on the air, will you please write me about it? But always remember, ladies and gentlemen, there are werewolves. There are vampires. Such things do exist.